Let's take a quick look at how you can check keyword rankings in Semrush, just like this. Now, if you don't already have a Semrush account, I'll leave a link down below where you can get signed up for a free trial, test all these features out and everything, kind of see how it all works. But basically what I like to do is I guess if you're looking for a competitor, you can do a search on Google, something like Scottsdale Plumbers, find the top ranked businesses. For this case, I'm looking at Scottsdale Plumbing. We could also look at like Bumblebee or any of these others. You can also look at your own website. But if you come over to Semrush, when you first log in, you're going to see this toolbar at the top here. I'm actually just going to delete everything. I'm going to look at this entire website. We can look at the keywords rankings for this specific page, which is like their service area. But I'm just going to put their whole domain in here and click search. They're probably ranking for keywords that are related to a bunch of different areas around Phoenix, Arizona. But if I go to keywords, you can just click on that little, anywhere where there's like a blue, you hover over and there's a little line underneath it. That means you can click on it to view more. So I'm clicking into the keywords report. This is the organic research in the SEO tab here. And it's going to show us all of the organic keywords with the ranking showing up here. A couple things to note. It's going to show us the local pack feature, which is this here. So it's the Google Maps listing. And the people also ask feature, which is right here. These are all websites that show up here. And then we can also see that this is a link, so it's their actual website, and they're ranked in position 1 for Bumblebee Plumbing. So there's different SERP features, search engine result page features, that kind of are listed out here. But if you look in this column, it's going to show us where they're ranked on Google and what they're ranking for. This is actually an AI overview, so if you search for how to lower sewer bill, they're showing up in the AI overview. So lots of detailed information about how they're showing up, where they're showing up. And you can do this with your own website too. Let's say scottsdaleplumbing.com is your own website. If you put it in here, do that same search, you're going to see your ranking position here. You can see how these are all number 1, and they're basically all website links. There are some pictures, so you can actually show up in the image pack, which doesn't necessarily drive a lot of traffic usually. But we'll see all the keywords here, the position that they're ranked on organically on Google. There's also the intent. So if someone's searching for Scottsdale Plumbing, Google thinks that they're actually trying to navigate to this company because it's called Scottsdale Plumbing. And so that's a navigational keyword, intent. Transactional is really good. Same with commercial. Those usually mean that someone's trying to make a purchase. So if you're trying to sell a service, very helpful to show up and rank high in the search results for those types of intent. And then it can determine, based on the monthly search volume for these keywords and the ranked position for those keywords for this company, how much traffic roughly will come from those organic keywords. So Scottsdale Plumbing brings 208 clicks a month on average. Roughly, that's its estimate. And so it's getting 24% of its traffic from that keyword, 24% from this other keyword that's very similar. And there's a different keyword difficulty here, so it's a little bit easier to rank for one than the other. You can see which URL is ranking and when it was last updated. You can also export this data and dive into it in more detail, which can be really helpful. There's lots of filters you can use. So if you wanted to only show stuff that talks about Scottsdale, you can put that in here. I just clicked enter, and then it's only going to show us Scottsdale related keywords. We could do like anything that says company. There's like a lot of different ways we could filter this out. Best commercial plumbing company, emergency plumbing company near me. All right. Or we could look at the position. So let's say maybe we only want to see keywords that are in the top 3. We can filter down to there, or maybe in the top 3, but also have at least like 10 to 100 searches per month. So we can start to refine this stuff down, even by the keyword difficulty, the intent, SERP features, advanced filters. There's like tons of stuff you can do. If the keyword includes this thing, then but not this thing, all sorts of ways you can filter this out. And then you can also break it down by country. So depending on, where you're trying to rank, and then as well as the device. So desktop versus mobile. Dates, you can also choose some dates, but those are kind of the main features that you would use if you're trying to check, especially if you're doing competitor research and you want to find like very specific sets of keywords that your competitors are ranking for. Very helpful to do that. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours, and all for less than $50. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now, because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.